alert connected to you is the power of 5 meteorologists. All the tools, the latest technology, and the first team of 5 meteorologists. News 12's First Alert Weather on your side.
Parker's Kitchen is my new daily coffee stop.
Gourmet beans are freshly ground for every cup. Get your own cup of great tasting, freshly brewed coffee at Parker's Kitchen.
Live from Augusta with a First Alert Weather Update.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nick Proto.
And I'm Ashley Campbell here with your First Alert meteorologist, Tim Strong. Boy,
Good morning, huh?
You're a busy man.
Hey, not just me. Everybody has been here. It's a nice little coating of ice and snow outside. Talked a lot about it here. It's very dangerous out there on the roads. Coming in this morning, there was no treatment being applied to the roads except for the tire tracks you may have been making. You're not encouraged to drive on the roads, though, if you don't have to. So be real cautious out there. It is slick. You can see the road definitely as far as the radar network goes. That snow is moving farther and farther toward the coast, but it'll get toward the end of the week coming up shortly here. 6:02 our time.
A major snow event all across the CSRA. Haven't seen inches like this since 2014. These are photos sent in from our viewers, making the best out of some severe weather. Look at that.
Yeah, and don't forget to send your snow pics and videos in. We'd love to show them off during our shows, just like right now. You can do that by scanning the code right there on your screen. It'll take you to our submission portal where you can upload those photos.
Love them.
And we can't stress enough, stay off the roads if you do not have to go anywhere.
GDOT and law enforcement are discouraging travel right now. Transportation leaders say that the road temperatures are falling below freezing. You've heard Tim talk about this, and it's causing that black ice to form in some spots. Your Taylor Martin joining us now live outside the station this morning, giving us a look at Riverwatch Parkway, and it's one road the deputies say to avoid if possible. Taylor, so how's it looking out there right now?
Well, right now, Ashley, it's very icy, and some of that snow residue left over from yesterday still on the roads this morning. And some people are out driving this morning, but you want to stay home. The Georgia Department of Transportation is asking you to stay home if you don't have to go out. And they also say that they've had crews working overnight to plow snow from the interstates. Now, the state routes, they haven't gotten to those yet. They say that they'll get to those today. And in order to help them do that and to help them keep you safe, they need you to stay off of the roads. Now, they are saying that roads like Riverwatch Parkway, Alexander Drive, and John C. Calhoun Expressway are places that they're asking you to stay off of those roads specifically. But they also say that I-20 and I-520 remain passable throughout the district, but drivers should use extreme caution if you have to go outside. Drive slowly and really just stay home if you don't need to go anywhere. Now, they say on I-520 they found some areas are still dangerous, so they continue to plow and salt bridges or interstates when necessary.
I mean, just be very, 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 very careful with it. Gentle on the gas pedal, the brake pedal. If it looks wet, it could be icy. Gotta watch out for that black ice.
Now, again, the biggest thing is to just stay home and allow the Georgia Department of Transportation and deputies who are out today to do their jobs to help keep you safe and everyone else, so that the roads can clear up when it's time.
All right, thanks for that update there, Taylor. Live outside the station. A lot of kids have the day off of school. Good day to just grab some hot chocolate, maybe hit the slopes, do a little sledding.
Hey, enjoy it while we've got it, because we don't get much of it.
That's right. Thanks for that, Taylor.
And this is why officials are urging you to stay off the road during this time. These are photos from Taliaferro County and Aiken County Sheriff's offices. Deputies say they've been responding to multiple crashes since last night because people are trying to navigate through all the snow and icy conditions. So for your safety and theirs, again, they are urging you to stay put until the conditions get better.
And because of the winter weather, school districts adjusting their schedules. These are the districts or campuses we know are going to be meeting online today. So in Georgia, you've got Richmond, Burke, Glasscock, Hancock, Washington, Wilkes, and McDuffie counties. In South Carolina, you've got Aiken, Allendale, Bamberg, Barnwell, Edgefield, McCormick, and Orangeburg counties.
Other schools include Edmund Burke Academy, Fox Creek High, Sale Charter School, and Tall Pine STEM Academy. Augusta University, Augusta Tech, and Payne College will learn online.
And this is who's going to be closed today. Classes canceled. That's Columbia, Emmanuel, Jefferson, Jenkins, Screven, Tolliver, and Warren County schools. Then Aiken Tech and USC Aiken.
And many of them also canceled after-school activities for the day, and you can check for updates. All you have to do right now, take out your phone and scan this code that's right there on your screen. It's going to take you to our live updates page regarding this winter weather. Type in winter weather brings early releases and school closures is the first story that pops up.
And we've got another resource for you up on Wrdw.com. We're breaking down what you can do if you do have to go out in these roads in these conditions. Some tips for driving in the winter weather. If you scroll down a little bit, make sure you've got some emergency supplies in your car. Driving habits. We always say don't press the gas or the brake too hard. Just some gradual pushing down on those pedals. Give yourself plenty of space between you and the car in front of you. And then vehicle preparation. So just make sure your gas levels are high enough and that you keep it above 50%. Also, make sure your tires are good. Old tires tend to slide a little bit more, so just be careful out there on the roads. But again, the best thing to do is just stay home. And just a reminder, slow down to at least half of your normal speed. Don't ever stop going uphill. Try to get a little momentum on some flat ground and just go up the hill. Don't use cruise control, and be mindful of crews working to clear the roads. It may be a little tempting to pass some trucks there spreading solution, but don't, because gravel could bounce up and damage your windshield or your car. Try to stay at least 100 feet behind them.
A shutdown of city services in Augusta could leave homeless people in these freezing temperatures. Augusta Transit Services is suspended until further notice, so that means that the free rides to those overnight shelters are not happening right now. The shelters are still open. You can go to the Augusta Rescue Mission, Garden City Rescue Mission, and the Salvation Army Center of Hope. City leaders also opened up the community center at May Park. We have the address on your screen if you need to go there. And there's also some daytime centers that you can go to. This is our full list on Wrdw.com. It's under the story Augusta Transit Suspension. You can go to the Carrie J. Mays, Bernie Ward, Blythe, Henry Brigham, or Sandhill Center, to name a few. And we do have those hours and their numbers to call if you need them. This morning, Augusta Regional says that it plans to reopen at 10 o'clock. That's after a shutdown and nearly a dozen canceled flights yesterday because of the winter conditions on the runway. Airport officials say that today's reopening is going to be dependent upon those conditions. They say staff members were on site to continue evaluations all throughout the night, so we'll keep you updated on that. And here's a look at those canceled arrivals and departures on the airport's website. Right now, there are at least 6 canceled arrivals and 5 canceled departures at Augusta Regional Airport. Again, we're keeping an eye on these cancellations. We're going to keep you updated as flights resume.
And as we continue to track these snowy conditions, we're keeping tabs on everything you need to know up on our website. We've got a live updates coverage page here on the winter weather. This includes things like office closures, road updates, announcements from officials, school plans, and more. So all that info is here on the website. Again, this live updates page, winter weather blanketing the CSRA and snow. As you come down here, we have this live blog going. So as information comes in, we are just relaying that to you. And this goes, the last update came in about 11:30 last night, but again, as the day goes on, we'll continue to put more updates in here so that you don't miss anything that you need to know. And when it comes to this winter weather, make sure you have our First Alert Weather app downloaded. You scan this code right there on your screen. That'll take you to the App Store so you can download it. This is how our First Alert team keeps you updated when we are not on your screen.
Well, the roads are icy just about anywhere. We'll put it on the camera network. We have ice on the roads. We're looking at very cold temps. Teens and 20s for the wind chills. Highs just barely above freezing. As we move closer and closer to the end of the week, the temperatures will become a little more mild and we'll get some sunshine out. Much more on this First Alert Weather Day continuing next.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp declaring a state of emergency during this major winter storm. Weather updates from the Emergency Management Agency and how officials are responding to conditions just ahead. But first, we're giving you a live look outside here at Grovetown. It's 10 after
after 6.
I look at her and I see my future. She is the promise that gives meaning to each new day. Her love holds us close and guides us. She is, and always will be, my everything. I celebrate her with a jeweler that I trust. And that's Windsor.
Whenever I felt I had a question, they were always available, both indoors and out.
Celebrate your vision of home while honoring a legacy of inspiration. Visit A&D Carpets and Hardwoods during our MLK Day sale. Transform your space with exclusive savings on premium carpets, hardwoods, and more. Our expert design team is here to guide you every step of the way. Right now, save up to 20% off select flooring and find the perfect style for your space. A&D Carpets and Hardwoods. Come see us today.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Tim Strong.
Welcome back here. We start right away with Radar Network, and we've been tracking snow moving over the last 24 hours across a lot of the south through the entire CSRA late last night, this morning. Now most of that snow starting to exit offshore. Kind of took a little camera shot just outside the studios looking at I-20 east and westbound traffic towards the state line, the Savannah River Bridge. A little bit better improvement on the roads, but I'm not telling you it's perfect, and I'm not encouraging you to get out there and drive on the roads if you don't have to right now. That speaks for itself. It's very slick. It's icy out there on the roads. Our temperatures are well below the freezing mark, and more than likely a lot of us are going to stay either right at, maybe a degree above freezing in the afternoon. We will get some sunshine, which will help kind of melt things down, but it'll be back to freezing it overnight. Black ice will be a big concern for tomorrow morning. Notice temperatures are in the 20s for the next several mornings. Now, we might get up close to 40 degrees tomorrow. Just unfortunately, we don't have a lot of sunshine going into our Thursday planner. Now, there are winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories still in effect through all of the CSRA. We have that First Alert Weather Day continuing the first half of the day, the dangerously cold wind chill values with the cold weather advisory that's still in effect, as far as about maybe 15 to 18 degree wind chill values currently right now. So divided up here, average at the middle of next week. We just may do that. 6:17 the time.
State leaders sounding the alarm yesterday, urging people to brace for dangerously cold weather in metro Atlanta and never before seen snowfall in South Georgia.
Don Shipman reports from the Georgia Emergency Management Agency, where the governor is stressing how this storm is different from the one we had just a couple weeks ago.
Governor Brian Kemp visiting the state's Emergency Operations Center for an emergency briefing from state officials. They say the roads are blind, warming shelters are open, and crews are ready to respond to any emergency calls.
We're going to give it everything we got with everything we got.
Counties in Central and South Georgia not used to seeing weather like this. State crews are making sure local governments have the tools they need and the time to get to work.
If we can spend our time, treating roads, scraping roads, salting bridges, and brining, versus trying to go respond to wrecks and other things, it'll just allow us to get people back going after the storm passes quicker.
The Department of Transportation says in the days leading up to the storm, their brine trucks have covered enough roads to get from Atlanta to Los Angeles 6 times.
We have plow teams spread throughout the state, ready to go. And in the event that North Georgia, North Metro doesn't see any impacts, we'll begin to shift those crews down south.
Keeping roads open is key. In 2014, wrecks caused a standstill. If pipes freeze, power lines go down, crews will need to reach people quickly. Freezing temperatures possibly deadly.
Temperatures in single digits and teens up in the mountains to 3 to 5 inches of snow in South Georgia. So every Georgian needs to be prepared.
That was State House reporter Abby Casoris, not Don Shipman. State officials also announced one death due to the weather. A critical care patient slipped out of a facility and died from hypothermia.
And back here at home, Augusta.
6:32.
Happening now, the snow is sticking around, and officials again warning you, stay off the road for your safety and others.
We're taking a live look outside our station right now. Snow covering the ground and every car you see there in the parking lot. GDOT says crews will be out today clearing those ways. Your Taylor Martin joins us live outside the station with a look at road conditions right now. Taylor?
Well, it is icy out here right now, Nick and Ashley, and there are some people on the roads, but significantly less than what you would see at this time of the morning on a normal day. Now, GDOT says their plow teams have started clearing snow from routes in east central Georgia, but they want you to remember that those teams were only working overnight on the interstate. So those state routes, they'll get to those starting today, but that's why they're urging everyone to just stay off of the roads to begin with unless you absolutely have to go out. And they say to avoid roads like John C. Calhoun Expressway, Riverwatch Parkway, and Alexander Drive right out here out of our station. Now that's because there were some crashes and also some shutdowns yesterday due to the snow and the road conditions. And if you have to drive, they're asking you to please exercise extreme caution, reduce your speed, and remain alert at all times. Now, I-20 and I-520, GDOT says those remain passable throughout the district, but you should still use extreme caution if you're headed out, and because crews have noticed some areas of those roads and those interstates are still unsafe for travel. Now they say they'll continue to plow and salt bridges or interstates, but again, stay home if you don't have to come out.
We got crews staffed around the clock. They're working 12-hour shifts until this is over and our roads are clear again. So there will be people out, but it's got to be driven by priority just because we only have so many people and so many trucks.
The best way to help Georgia Department of Transportation to help keep those roads safe and clear for you is to just stay at home. And we also seen some Richmond County deputies out earlier this morning. So just stay home so that they can do their jobs to keep everyone safe as the roads begin to clear.
All right, thanks for that, Taylor. And yeah, a lot of people staying home today, whether they're working from home, have school at home, canceled altogether. So just kick your feet up, have some hot chocolate. It'll be all good. Taylor Martin there live outside the station for us. Parents, heads up. We have some more school closures and virtual learning updates to tell you about here. Take a look at the screen now for a list of closures. This is Columbia County, Emmanuel County, Jefferson County, Jenkins County, Screven County, Tolliver County, Warren County, and Sale Charter School. Sale plans to meet online today.
And these are the school districts with virtual learning today. You've got Richmond County, Aiken County, Allendale County, Vandenberg County, Barnwell County, and Burke County.
Edgefield County going to be learning virtually as well. So are Glasscock County, Hancock County, McCormick County, McDuffie County, Orangeburg County, Washington County, and Wilkes County.
And on your screen are updates from colleges and universities. Aiken Tech and the University of South Carolina Aiken are closed today. Augusta University, Augusta Tech, and Payne College will have virtual learning. The majority of the schools that we named have canceled their after-school activities for today. And to find out which ones, you can scan that flow code, which is right there on your screen. Just go ahead and grab your camera phone. And then once you get there, scroll down until you see school updates.
Free rides to overnight warming centers are canceled until further notice. This comes after the Augusta Transit and other government services shut down due to dangerous road conditions. Now, people experiencing homelessness and others who are in need are forced to stay out in the cold or find their own ride. For those who can find a way, these overnight warming centers are still open on your screen, accepting people. That's Augusta Rescue Mission, Garden City Rescue Mission, and the Salvation Army Center of Hope, also the May Park Community Center.
If you do need somewhere to go when the sun comes up, you can head to the Carrie J. May Center, Bernie Ward Community Center, or the Henry Brigham Center in May Park. We have more daytime centers listed on our website. Again, scan the flow code right there on your screen and it'll take you there. Several other city government services are shut down this morning. Augusta Animal Services is closed for drop-offs, adoptions, and all other services. Augusta Landfill will open from 8:30 this morning until 4 in the afternoon, and trash collection will resume services tomorrow for Wednesday customers, and Thursday customers' trash will be collected on Friday.
Give you a little sneak peek there. All right, as we continue to track these snowy conditions, we're keeping tabs on everything you need to know up here on our website. We have this live updates page for you. Winter weather, blanketing the CSRA in snow. This is kind of a live blog we've got going here for school closures, accidents, any other updates that we're getting from officials from the cities. As we take a look here, you got the latest coming at 11:30, so we'll continue to update this throughout the rest of the day as more information comes in. But it's a great place to get all the latest information all in one spot. This is all from GDOT, Augusta, places that are giving us that info. So again, you can find this on our website. Just go to live updates, winter weather, blanketing the CSRA in snow. We also can't stress enough, make sure you have our First Alert Weather app downloaded. It's crucial for weather events like this. If you haven't already, go ahead and pull out your phone now, scan the code there with your camera to download the app. It'll take you right to the App Store, and then you can get first-time or real-time alerts from our First Alert Weather team for weather around you.
Well, that's I-20 headed towards the Savannah River Bridge this morning. Roads are icy here, path of travel hazardous through probably tomorrow, just because of the temperatures remaining so cold. We'll have much more on the First Alert Weather Day and the rest of the week next.
Snowy conditions causing havoc in Georgia as officials urge everyone to stay home. How one driver is recovering after a crash near Atlanta just ahead. But first, we're taking a live look over SRP Park. Snow all over the field there this morning. It is 6:39.
Look at this one under ours.
Time now for our dog walk forecast. A snowy one, of course. Beautiful. We got Bailey and Nico there. They look happy.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's good times, isn't
Oh,
it?
which one's the little one? Is that Bailey maybe?
I was thinking Bailey's.
No idea. 50-50 shot.
Well, here's
That's about it.
Delilah.
Yeah, no mistaking that one.
Nope.
Enjoying that snow day
They all
yesterday.
they all look like they had their nose in it a little bit, sniffing around.
Kind of hit or miss, I feel like, with the pets. Some of them are going to love it. Some of them are not going to like it so much.
No, yeah, that's true.
Well, it doesn't come often, so you better love it and just deal with it. It's cold. Of course it is for everybody. We have a pretty poor path of travel, though. We're looking at overpass of growth of rain this time, coming in by next Monday. It's 6:45.
Thanks, Tim. Dangerous road conditions this morning as ice and snow stick, making it a hazard to drive.
Hours away in Coweta County, a truck driver is recovering after jackknifing last night. Joshua Skinner reports on that chaotic night.
It was a lot of getting to go nowhere.
People can't drive in this stuff.
Can't and shouldn't. The Coweta County Sheriff's Office even warned drivers to stay home, saying the county's roads were, quote, solid ice. I-85 in Collinsworth near Palmetto made a great case study. A chaotic scene ensued after an 18-wheeler slid down a residential road and jackknifed into a tree, forcing the driver to be taken away in an ambulance and blocking the only entrance to two separate neighborhoods.
Been here about 3 hours now.
Drivers piled into two gas stations. Their way home blocked, and the way out impossibly steep.
I came from Clayton County and it's horrible. I saw multiple wrecks. It's way worse than last week.
One tow truck was not enough to free the semi, so a second was called in.
Luckily, this gas station has, good food and drinks to help with the stabilizers.
The semi was free, beginning the migration of cars down the hill at a crawl.
I just want to go home, relax after a long day. This snow has messed up a lot of our time.
But it's unlikely conditions improve. They might even get worse.
Tomorrow, it's got really bad. The black ice, this got really bad condition for driving outside.
But for those who can't avoid the roads, here's the message.
Just drive safe.
Couldn't say it better myself. Another reminder to avoid driving as much as possible. Again, those road conditions, not the best for travel right now.
After an audit last week found a mystery $1.8 billion reportedly sitting in South Carolina accounts was actually an accounting error, lawmakers say they're acting with urgency to address this chaos. Their first order of business